Paul, we exit the East of Scotland Qualifying Cup at the hands of Beath. Bad day at the office?
Aye, obviously, it was terrible. Due an apology to the supporters who came through here to support us today, and as a collective group we let them down. So it wasn't good enough. We didn't start well, we never got going, and we got what we deserved, which was a heavy defeat.
So you obviously made 6 changes for the team that won against Lochow last week. Was that just a case of squad rotation, or?
Aye, when you've got a decent sized squad like we have, you need to keep everybody on their toes, and you need to give everybody an opportunity at some point. So we've rested players, Slab and has went onto the bench, and Max onto the bench, and Scotty Brogan and Jonesy, who've played every minute, in order to give other people an opportunity. It's still a strong squad, it's still a strong team, but it gives me something to think about next week in terms of did people who came in, did they do enough? So we'll think about that this week at training.
So you obviously made a change after about 20 minutes, bringing Slab on. Obviously that wasn't the intention before the game.
No.
Looked like you got a wee reaction, but unfortunately another mistake cost us right before half time, which effectively made it really difficult.
Aye, and I felt sorry for Louis getting taken off so we could change the shape, but we weren't dealing with them at all. Physically, it shows that we are a very young and slight team. Physically, we got bullied today, and that's a concern. But we got a wee reaction, but I think 3 or 4 of the goals, it's just self-inflicted errors. It's just daft decisions and taking chances that aren't needed, and this playing backwards and then backwards again and getting ourselves in trouble, that needs to stop. We did get a wee reaction. It wasn't anything substantial, but we started to get a bit of territory. We had a couple of corners, we put a couple of balls into their box, and then bang, you concede a third, and that's effectively at that point game over.
So next week we play Whitehill. It's a start of 3 kind of local derbies in 4 games. What do you do now to pick up the boys for that?
Well, they shouldn't need picked up. They should be picking themselves up. They're at knitting star. They should be motivated every week to be as good as they can be. And if the day was a Syrian, but when you turn up on Tuesday, you work hard again. I felt last week, I think I might have said it in my interview, that had we been playing a top side, we might have slipped up last week, and it showed the day for no at it that we've only get anything out of games. We have to be at it this week. Training has to be more intense, and I said that to them in the changing rooms, and there was a wee chat for the players about it. It has to be more intense and more demanding for themselves and for each other, not to accept that some of the level of error that was in the game today, and not to accept being second best to first balls, second balls, corner kicks, etc., and demand more of each other. So we will have a chat on Tuesday and then work hard, and I hope that they take today as a kick up the backside that they needed.
Perfect, thanks very much.
Cheers.